Welcome to the Learning Adventure series. In this episode, we will try to make sense of emotional intelligence. Let's start with an example. Your manager, whom you respect enormously, asks you for the very first time to step in as a project manager for an important client, but you only have one day to prepare and meet with the client to present your ideas. Since this is your first time, your stomach is probably churning and you can feel the pressure of the situation setting in. One possible reaction from this is to say to yourself that you will not be ready, so the client will see that the plan hasn't been thought through and you will look like a fool. Another approach is to tell yourself that if your boss thinks you can do it, then he must be right. Besides, you know you will do your best, so the success of this project is guaranteed. Have you found yourself in this situation before? A survey showed that managers in a UK supermarket chain who had high emotional intelligence experienced less stress, enjoyed better health, performed better at work, and said that they have a better work-life balance. The term emotional intelligence sounds odd. It refers to something we can measure, yet how do you measure emotions? The good news is that emotional intelligence, also known as EQ, doesn't measure emotions. Rather, it refers to how well we know and manage our feelings and those of other people. Simply put, you need to be aware of how you feel and how people around you feel. Let's break it down. Knowing how we feel is part of our self-awareness. The more we're aware of our feelings, the better we can control our behaviors and understand those of others. Self-awareness touches upon not just your emotions, but also verbal and nonverbal behavior, your skills, personal style, energy levels, impact on others, and so on. Knowing ourselves, however, is not enough. We also need to be able to bounce back from any challenges we face. Unsurprisingly, this is called managing our emotions. If you know how different emotions make you behave, you can then consciously identify them and change your typical behavior. And if we master that, we can then start harnessing our emotions so that they motivate us and enable us to focus and persevere. Finally, being in sync with other people's feelings can help us show more empathy and recognize any signals that may enable or hinder our collaborative work with them. Empathy is very important here. It is the ability to know how another person feels. It doesn't mean agreeing with them or liking them, but simply of gaining an understanding of what is going on in their minds or what makes them tick emotionally. It's important to remember that people act based on their map of the world. That is, their values and beliefs, memories, attitudes, language, cultural upbringing, and many others. All of these influence the way they behave and take in information from the external environment. One way to manage their emotional state is to be aware of what shapes them as individuals. Here's a little secret. Almost nobody does something because they want to hurt you. If someone says something you do not agree with, think of the reason why they're saying it. By seeing things from their perspective, you will increase your emotional intelligence. This all sounds great, but why is EQ important? A lot of research has been done in the area. For example, the Center for Creative Leadership identified that a lot of top executive leaders were derailed in their careers because of lack of emotional intelligence. All the research points to the fact that the higher emotional intelligence you have, the more likely you are to be healthy, happy, and successful in life and business. High EQ allows you to understand other people, what motivates them, how they work, and how you can cooperate with them. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos from the Learning Adventure series. For more information on how you can develop your emotional intelligence, please visit learningadventures.bg.